All right. In this video, what I want to do is show you how to reopen back up your project. Most times people work on their stuff projects for a little while, save them, and come back to it. So you need to know how to reopen it. It's actually pretty easy. There's a couple different ways of doing it, but I'm going to kind of show you the tried and true way of always being able to open your projects pretty easily. Go to where you save it at, okay? Not the zip file. You cannot open anything from the zip file. Even though if I click on this, things might pop up. You cannot open anything from the zip file, okay, in this particular case. You must have an unzipped folder that you're going to be dealing with. So we'll go back to our example here. So in this case, here is the week 2 example. That's the unzipped version of this. If I want to open back up my project, I go to that, I don't double click, I click on the week 2 example folder, what the highest level. In your case, might be a assignment 2 folder, assignment 3 folder, assignment 4 folder. Click on it, and you're going to open it up, and you're going to see this particular, what do you want to say, file, okay? It's a .sln file. To open this up, to open everything back up, if you do a left double click on it, okay, oh, I got to pick visual, oh, I'm going to, wrong one. That's the wrong one. I'm going to do Visual Studio 2019. Hopefully you don't have that pop up, but whatever. It will now immediately open back up Visual Studio for me, and it will take me right into my project. At least I'm foreshadowing for the excitement here. Here it comes. And come on. Maybe I should have told a joke all the way through there. All right. And so as you see, now I'm back to where I was before. Okay, everything is back to open up. Everything is fine. I'm going to go ahead and just get rid of this little thing up here. And I'm back to here, and I can then go ahead and resume updating, modifying, and so on. Pretty simple, right? There's a couple other ways of doing it also. If I set back, or at least another way of doing it, I should say. If I want to come in here and go to Visual Studio, if I can type it correctly, Visual Studio 2019. Usually what happens, especially if you're working on the same machine all the time in doing this, but if you're going back and forth or in different machines, usually what will happen is that the most recent will be sitting out here. In this case, the week 2 example. If I double click on that, it too will go ahead and update everything. Oh, there we go. And it will go ahead and should bring back everything here in a second too. Okay, so I always go to my files. I always go to my directory, open up that first level of folders there, and click on .solution. That's an easy way of doing it. Whatever your preference is fine by me. Both of them open up, okay? If you have some trouble opening it up via Visual Studio, just how I did it right here, make sure you just go back to your files, wherever you saved it, and click on the solution. It should open up fine, okay? Cool. There's also a situation where, tell you what I'm going to do. Let's get rid of this. There's also a situation where each week, just like this week, okay, let's go back to content. And we'll go to week 2, where this is all at, that I will be posting the actual example that we went through throughout our videos, okay? I give you these examples. I want you to use these examples, okay? I want you to go open them up and make sure you're following what I'm doing. Use them as your template for what you're going to be doing. Again, for this week, use them as your templates. A nice start. In future weeks, you're going to really need them, okay? Because things get a little bit more complex and a little more, we have a lot more to do and a lot more things to look at and so on. Use my examples as your basis of what you're going to be doing as you learn, okay? So I will always post these. In addition, I will be posting solutions to your assignments, at least most of your assignments throughout this course. You want to be able to download those and open them up and compare your code to the solution. This way you can see if you're doing it correctly on the same course or if you're actually need some more help, okay? So you want to be able to do that. Solutions will always be posted in the activities, okay? So once the due dates are met, meaning in this case, whatever the due date is, okay? After that time, we will post solutions, and those solutions should be sitting there for you to be able to open up and compare. All right, you won't see the solutions until after the due date. Okay, all right. So how do we do that? So in this case here, what you will be doing is you'll come up here. If you click on this, it should go down if you're using Chrome, based upon what you're using. I use Chrome here, and Chrome puts it down here very easily for us to be able to find it. Okay, it downloaded, it puts us into our downloads folder, and as you see, the week 2 examples here. Once again, this is a zip file. All right, even though it doesn't say zip file on there, if you try to open this up, meaning if you click in here and you click on this .sln, it will not open. It will say there's all kinds of issues because it's compressed and it doesn't work. You must extract it first. Okay, let me tell you what, I'm going to cancel this and go back up to my week 2 zip. There we go, right here. Okay, extract this. Okay, extract. You can save it wherever you want to save it at as part of your extract. This one actually went back to our downloads. So in the case on this is how I do it. I have my week 2 zip I just did, and here's my unzipped version, okay, of this. All right, I double click on this. Oh, there we go. Probably have to click one more time. There it is. There's the solution file right there. And you will then go ahead and open up. Actually, it's going to open up in an older version. I think it's my default version on my computer right now, which is all fine. If you get those little things right there, just click OK. No big deal. And as you'll see, the program will actually pop up here as we go, sooner or later. Might have to come over here. Here's a situation where I want to talk about this. So here's a situation where nothing really popped up. I have my toolbox and my solutions for my properties over in their little folder. What do you want to say? In their little tabs over here. So I need to double click on the form, and then it will actually pop up. And if I want to get back to the environment that I'm used to, I can pin this, I can pin this, and I can pin this. Okay? You want to use these examples. You want to use these solutions. That's the way to actually learn in this class. I'm assuming you're doing that as you're going through this course. So please remember how to do this or practice it on how to do it. If you run into some issues initially and you try everything, contact your instructor for some help. You don't want to go through this course without knowing how to unzip a file and open up that project, okay? Because it's going to really help you in doing so. All right. I get so many statements sometimes from students, and I say, did you unzip my example program and use that as your template? And they go, no. Sorry for my interpretation of what a student says to me, but that's kind of what they do. And I said, why? Because we did this together. Utilize it. That's why I'm doing these examples, so you can use them as your templates to actually do your work. Okay? It will really help you. With that said, good luck.